Hey folks, welcome back. Pop Retro. That is Pop Retro 1 on Twitter. If you got Twitter. On Instagram, same thing, Pop Retro 1. Facebook.com/Pop Retro 1 if you want to find me on there. So I thought I'd take just a couple minutes here to share my Christmas gifts that I received this year from family. And these are the gifts that are pop culture related, you know, something that would be appropriate to share on the channel here. So I'll start out with the Blu-ray set that I received. And this one is the Terminator 6-film collection. Now, I had not all of these films, but I had most of them on DVD for quite a while. And then several years ago, I sold off all of them except for the first one. So I still had the very first Terminator on DVD. And a couple years ago when Dark Fate was announced, I just decided, you know, I'm going to wait to upgrade because there will be a collection eventually with all 6 movies. So I didn't purchase whatever collection was available before that movie came out. And so I just decided to wait. And lucky for me, family got it. Actually, it was my little brother. It was my Secret Santa. So this was one of the items that he got for me. So I guess I could open it up. Let's see here. Just take a quick look inside. What did you get for Christmas this year? Anything good? Anything you want? Anything exciting? Okay, let's open this up. Well, there's the back. All 6 films. What's your favorite Terminator film? Most people like 2, right? I mean, probably the most popular. There's the inside case. Oh, disc fell out, but I caught it. There you go. Look at the inside. Turn it around. So it looks like just a collection of all the individual releases as they came out back in the day, back through the years. No real uniform color or design. Anyway, I spent too much time on that. I have 1, 2, 3, about 6 or 7 things I was going to share with you. So I'll speed this baby up. Okay. Up next is a couple of books that my parents got me. Pretty excited for these because I'm always excited to add to my book collection. And the first one is Adventures in the B-Movie Trade, Brian Trenchard-Smith's biography or memoirs, whatever you want to call it. He did, what was he? I think English-Australian director who did Blood Tide, BMX Bandits, and also some TV that I watched growing up, such as the late 80s version of Mission Impossible, and some episodes of Silk Stockings and the Tarzan, that syndicated Tarzan series from the early 90s. And he also directed Leprechaun 3 and 4, so it's a pretty thick book. There's a lot in there. I'll hold up the back for you. I've been wanting this one for a long time, so it was on my wish list for quite a while, and frankly, I was surprised that my parents got me this because, you know, this was kind of a more expensive book, and I have a lot of books on there. But they also got me in the same package a second book, which was even more surprising, and that is Nightmare USA. This is by Stephen Thrower, who is a film historian. And this book is about, the untold story of the exploitation independence. So, and I still have the wrap on this, so I might as well take that off on camera. What do you say? All right. And this is no light book. This is a big, heavy, hardbound, hardcover book. There's a look at the back. A kaleidoscopic journey through the heyday of horror and exploitation cinema in America. And it looks like it covers between 1970 and 1985. Now, I have his book on Lucio Fulci, which is just fantastic. Tons of info on all of his movies. And it really is like the encyclopedia of Lucio Fulci. So I'm really excited to dig into this one and just see what it has to offer. And just a quick sampling of the pages. It was a page that I can't really share on the YouTube. So 2 books, they were both wrapped together, and I was super excited. I was like, holy cow, I had less expensive books, probably easier to find books, and those were the 2 that they knocked out for me. So just a couple more items. My little brother also, in my Secret Santa package, got me a collection of shirts. Let's see, it's 3 shirts he picked up for me, which I thought I could share on here. Here's the first one. A little Cobra Kai action, and of course, Cobra Kai, the not reboot, but revival, continuation of the Karate Kid movie series on streaming TV, essentially. For those of you who don't know what Cobra Kai is, I'm sure most of you know. Cobra Kai also has some physical media releases. You can see it right there on my shelf. That is Cobra Kai seasons 1 and 2 on DVD. And season 3 was just not released, but announced at least. And there's a pre-order up for it on Amazon. So season 3 is at least also coming out on physical media. So, okay, up next, since my little brother knows I was an old school 80s into the early 90s wrestling fan, so of course we've got a Hulk Hogan t-shirt, the Hulkster. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up, if you had one? I grew up Pacific Northwest territory when I was really little. Billy Jack Haynes, Rip Oliver, that was who I watched with my mom. And then, of course, in '85, when the WWF went national and just really took off. And of course, that just became everything, you know. Those guys were just as popular as superheroes, at least to me growing up. And finally, the third shirt in there from the music side of things, we've got Duran Duran, which I don't know what it is when you're a really little kid and just the sound, some sort of sound of a band or a singer, just you're drawn to it. And that's what happened to me when I was really little with these guys, with Duran Duran. It was just every single time one of their songs came on the radio, even when we're talking like 1983, 84, you know, I'm 7, 8 years old, and I wouldn't know it was them, but I was always drawn to it. And of course, the older I got, the more I realized, oh yeah, that's who I like. And then my parents would buy me the record, and they just became my favorite band for whatever reason. And that was the reason, I guess, is just a certain sound just really appeals to your senses. And so, of course, that wound up turning into my teen years and my young adult years, going down that new wave music rabbit hole and electronic music rabbit holes and all the other tentacles that liking a new wave dance band such as Duran Duran sent me down. So, and they of course are still together. They just released their 17th studio album, which was really good. So, they're kind of like the Rolling Stones of new wave music. They're just going to keep going, hopefully, you know, as long as they can. So, all right. And finally, one more item just for fun. My family used this app for Christmas this year. They found called Giftster, Giftster. And essentially it's just an app where you sign up for an account. Everybody has an account and you put whatever you want on your wish list. Other people in your family or, you know, in your group on this app can see what you want. And then they can select to purchase that item for you for Christmas. And you can't tell that A, somebody's purchased it, or B, who it was that purchased it. So you have your wish list, however long it is, and people can go on there and buy stuff for you. You buy stuff for them, and they can't tell what it is. So it actually worked out really well. It was the first year that my family used this. So being the smart asses that our family is, I thought, you know what, I'm going to find the most expensive home on the internet, and I'm going to put it on there. Well, my little brother had already beaten me to the punch. He already put a joke gift on there of like a $1 million home. So I went ahead and found a $450,000 Lamborghini and put the link to that on my wish list. And so what was funny was I learned afterward that actually my little brother actually did mark it as purchased, which is how you mark it on this app so that other people in the family don't accidentally double up and buy the same thing. So also in my package for the Secret Santa for my brother was a Lamborghini. So there you have it. I got my Lamborghini. I assume this probably isn't the same one that I put the link on there. So this is probably not the $450,000 Lamborghini, but he did get me a Lamborghini. So I can put this Lambo up there on the shelf next to the Night 2000, which is sitting right there next to Cobra Kai in the background. So there you go, just some Christmas gifts of a pop culture variety that I received for Christmas this year. What did you get? And what is on your wish list to still get, I guess, you know? Some people are opening Christmas gifts clear up through to the end of December. You know, you got so many family members, and I still have my some extended family that I haven't seen, and they've got some gifts, and I've got some gifts for them, and things like that. It's always kind of a fun time, hopefully, for you and for everybody. So anyhow, thanks for checking out this video. I will be back here again real soon with some more reviews and some more haul videos, and until then, I'll see you soon.